YouTube? What's good? Matt Kennedy here. Happy August 7th. Happy Monday. Hope you all had a great day so far. Today finally marked a great day for Ultimate Team fans as we did get some good information for Ultimate Team. I wanted to wait until they revealed all the overalls for like one day, then make a video, but they're kind of waiting a little bit long here for the defensive ends, and it's almost 6 o'clock here. So I'm just going to do a video with what we have right now. And then tonight, I'm going to probably live stream about the information and other stuff. And we'll go over stuff in a live stream. I probably won't live stream every single day, but probably like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then maybe that Monday, obviously launch day. So let's go, maybe Sunday, we'll see. So going over just some quick information, just really quick. I cannot express enough that the rookie premieres actually expire Wednesday night. So just over 2 days, 6 hours, which is going to be Wednesday at midnight. And pretty much Wednesday throughout the day, afternoon, if they're not going to reveal any rookie premiere stats by then, I am going to do a live stream and a video going over what I decided to do for my 22, and we will end up going from there. Okay? And then last thing I'll say as well is the market is high right now for those rookie premieres. So like the rookie premiere sets are just up in price. So really make sure you get them done like today or tomorrow, because Wednesday they're going to be as expensive as they get just because of procrastination and just hype for being the last day to do them. One thing I'll say really quick is we finally did get some information from Ultimate Team. Again, we will refresh here for maybe the defensive ends, but it's not looking good for that. Just over an hour and a half ago, it was the D lineman, and then we had the offensive lineman earlier today. Now we're supposed to get the D ends as well, but again, that'll be tonight for a live stream. So one thing I'll say really quick for offensive line is this is really weird. And let's get one thing out of the way really quick. The offensive tackle against the offensive guard. There is no more left guard, left tackle, right tackle. But, okay, and I'm not going to go through the comments and whatever for proof. Just trust me. It does change the overall. So unless and this is why I wanted to wait, because maybe they would explain it for the right end, left end tonight for the defensive end reveals. But we have no information publicly from EA talking about the position changes this year. But you're going to see right here, again, it's OT and guard, not left guard, left tackle, right tackle. So people said in the beta, the overalls did change. So maybe the chemistries, like you will still receive chemistries, that's awesome. But if the overalls truly do change, like for example, if Trent Williams from a left tackle to a right tackle, if he goes from an 86 to an 83, I just think that's stupid. Like have it where it really, like if you're going to do it fully, where you can position change. Like guards can be guard, tackles can be tackles, whatever. Obviously not tackles for centers or whatever, but you know, like you should be able to have it where also the overall is the same. Because if not, then why do it? Like, what's the point? Okay. I mean, I get it. Chemistry is whatever. But if you're going to do it, do it. And that's how I feel about it. So don't get too excited about that, because I saw in the comments about how in the beta, the overall did change. But if it does stay the same, I think the biggest change is free safety, strong safety. Because I was so sick of just, especially for like Legends Chem, because like you needed that Legends Chem. I hated how you could not put strong safeties in free and vice versa to keep your chems. So that was really annoying, get boost, whatever. So, but going over offensive line, one thing that really kind of shot to me was the Brown center, Ethan Pokic. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? So if you go to the actual ratings, we also see no Zach Martin. And this is another thing where I'm like, I wanted to wait to make this video, but then I'm like, is EA going to drop the DNs? I mean, I'm not going to wait till past 7 p.m. At that point, stream, whatever. So these overalls, we do see as well, 86s are the cap, and then 87s and above will be Aiden Hutchinson, probably other players in promos as we go on. But right now, it just shows you the value of those 84 rookie premieres as well. But it really is the truth. Everything should be 2 overall less. But we see no Zach Martin, even Tristan Wirfs, whatever. Like Ethan Pokic, and this also further proves that, and EA has announced this, guys, franchise and the ultimate team are two different departments. So, like, I could be wrong, but I think the franchise team, they really go off of like actual attributes voted on by the fans, like they really make it where it's like, dude, it's based on NFL like attributes. Whereas Ultimate Team really is a fantasy game. It's really like their own ratings, it's their own spin on things or whatever. So if we go over here to the Browns center Ethan Pokic, you can see right here, however you pronounce it, right? You can see right here, he is like a 78 overall. And if we go to just the centers, I can actually move it right here, okay? If we go to just the centers here, okay, you're going to actually see, I'm not even sure if he's a top 5 center. Okay, so just the centers, here it is finally, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's not even a top 10 center. He's the 13th best center. So why is he an 85 in Ultimate Team? So that right there alone just speaks. I will always believe this. The franchise ratings have nothing to do, and I was wrong because I did say last week, oh, when they reveal all the core elites, it's just the franchise top 10s. No, even I was wrong. So, but now listen to me when I say this. If Ethan Pokic is at 85 and he's supposedly the 7th best lineman, if he's a 78 and he's a top 13 center, but right here it's showing that he is a top 3 center in the game, maybe Zach Martin is somehow an 85 or an 84. I mean, you would hope not. You would hope not. But like people are saying, where's Zach Martin? Oh, this, oh, that. People are also saying, oh, Zach Martin is going to be, a promo card. That's not how it works. Every card does get a base elite. So I think unless they somehow forgot, which would be one of the biggest forgots ever, but also a big, like, a big center name that has not been called, okay? Corey Linsley, Frank Ragnow, Ryan Jensen, all before or all behind Ethan Pokic. So from those loose ends, like the what's it called? From the Zach Martin absence to left guard, right tackle, left tackle, all that stuff. Let's wait till we have more information. Let's not waste any more time on that speculation. But Ethan Pokic being, I'm a Browns fan. I think it's a little bit bullshit. I mean, I love him. He's a great guy, but come on. I mean, over Frank Ragnow and other centers, it just shows like this game's kind of weird. Now we're going to be going over the actual players and whatnot. So we have Jason Kelce right there. Obviously great stats, but keep in mind he's going to be one of the highest overalls, 86 at launch, if not the highest overall to the new system. So he's not going to be super cheap. I would honestly say going through these cards, as long as they have all 80s, Creed Humphrey, very solid. But again, 1A, 1B, same position. You're not going to need both. So choose between one of the two there. Joel Bitonio, same thing, best guard in the game, according to these leaks right here. So honestly, great, but again, probably very expensive. Now, Trent Williams, very good, but again, 86, going to be very expensive. Now, Chris Lindstrom here, he has very low pass block, so I would definitely say Joel Bitonio over him. Lane Johnson, low strength, low pass block, same thing, tough pass for me, only because of that strength. Okay, now Ethan Pokic, I don't really know how I feel about this card. I mean, he has 270 stats, but everything else is pretty well rounded. I would still say pass. Got to go for all 80s at this point. I'm not going to have any 79 stats right now. Connor Williams, he's been a guard, now a center. I don't really know which one he is, but now he's a center. Same thing as 79 stat there. And keep in mind, you will have 84 overall rookie premier cards, which you're probably going to choose all the offensive line if you're smart. So keep that in mind. You'll only need one guard, okay, because you should have all 84s for rookie premier linemen. So you only need one guard from this. And Joe Tooney has a 75 stat there, so it's a hard pass for me. And then Andrew Thomas, not really that bad, decently well-rounded, but again, a 79 stat there. And again, we have rookie premier stats. So offensive line kind of is what it is. I'm not going to spend too much time on that because let's be honest here again. We all have rookie premieres, hopefully. And even if you only have 10 or under, I would still go all 84 offensive linemen because those are viable options for your team. I mean, literally, you are getting only 2 overall less than the highest lineman in the game. So you're not going to get screwed over. You should not get into shedded. Like, the only thing you need is a left guard, which, again, you could go with Joel Bitonio, but be careful. He'll be pretty expensive. In terms of defensive linemen, oh, and by the way, comparing this to Joe Thomas, it just shows you that for an 84 overall, he has all 80s. Thomas is a pretty good card for 84 overalls. So if you want to go with Joe Thomas and then maybe move one of the O linemen to left guard, go ahead. He is a viable option, but we'll talk about that here in a minute. Going over other ones here, and then we're going to end the video here. I still don't see a tweet here from EA Sports yet. It's almost 6 o'clock here. So now we go over defensive line, which I'm going to actually go over right here in the MUT GG post. So we are comparing this to the Joe Klecko, okay, defensive tackle. Now, Joe Klecko, off the looks of it, he's very slow and he has low finesse move, but that's kind of what everyone else has here. So Joe Klecko is becoming more and more a viable option. Now, Chris Jones, just like Joel Bitonio, probably one of the best options to pick, and even Jason Kelce, but he's a center. We see right here, well-rounded stats, even 75 speeds, pretty good for a launch DT core elite. So obviously the best option is Chris Jones, but at what cost for his coins? Now, Dexter Lawrence, I would probably pass. Lower speed, I would say Joe. I mean, he has great stats around him, but for the same overall, probably similar price, I would go with Chris Jones over that. Javon Hargrave is going to be your speed rusher, going to be more of your like really, really well-rounded card. Yeah, he does have a low power move, but the finesse move is pretty high, and the speed is insane for a defensive tackle. So for what it's worth, probably even one of your budget beasts, even though it'll be an 85. Like, this is going to be one of your like high targeted cards for that speed rusher at DT. Remember, quarterback mobility is up this year. You probably want to have some quarterback spies. He can be a pass rusher and a quarterback spy in that DT position. Quinnen Williams, DT here. I mean, I would say very similar to Joe Klecko. Low finesse move, lower speed. Klecko has what, 71 speed? Yeah, I would rather have Joe Klecko than him because he's free. John Allen coming in here. I mean, he's worse than other ones. Lower speed, similar stats. So I'd rather go with Quinnen Williams. But also remember that he is a high overall, so John Allen will be cheaper. Fletcher Cox, I mean, he has no pass rush at all and no speed, and even lower 80s there. He's a hard pass. DeForest Buckner, more well-rounded than you think. Mid-70s speed there. It's just the pass rush is both in the 70s there, and even 79 strength. DT's here, not looking great. DJ Reader, I mean, it's not like he has insane block shed or insane strength to compensate for 61 speed's not going to cut it. Unless you do a theme team. Eric Armstead, same thing. Pass rush is just blasphemy, and the speed is horrible. Michael Paris, let's just not even go there. So honestly, I would say DT's pretty limited. Joe Klecko looking a lot better now. But remember, even with Joe Thomas, spoiler alert, DeMarcus Ware 83 speed just looks better and better as we go on here, with those well-rounded stats. So I mean, and he can be a DN, or I believe, don't hold me accountable here, he can also be an RLB. So very versatile in those position changes. Also an update here, the Comp Pass 1000. Remember, there's 2 Comp Pass players going for every season, and the 2 Comp Pass players for MUT leaks are George Pickens and AJ Terrell. These have been leaked out before, but now we finally have actual validity of what these actually mean. So these are your 2 cards who will be limited time up to 1,000. Now, what are my thoughts on this? Last minute, and then I'm going to go in here. I feel like the first season means everything. We're going to know how many days, like 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 20 days. How long does it take to get the first 1,000 completed? And I feel like the longer we go on, season 1, season 2, season 3, it's going to take longer and longer because there'll be less and less players playing as we go on. The first season, the most hype, you're going to see that 1,000 go the quickest. And then by January, it might be like 2 or 3 extra days because people aren't playing as much. So trust me when I say this, guys, the Comp Pass will be a trial run for the first. It's going to be a free for all. Like, Fortnite, you land on an island, free for all, go, right? So it's gonna be really weird for the first season, but just have that information in mind. I will be streaming later tonight, but the last thing I want to say is for the DTs, there are some people left out as well for the DTs here. So if we end the center here and then go over to filters, position, defensive tackles, and again, we're gonna see here some people got snubbed. So, like, for example, defensive tackle Vita Vea, he's just doesn't exist. Okay, even though he's, you see what I'm saying? I mean, they have Hargrave over him. So, again, the ratings, I really don't really know what to say about that. Another longer video here, but it's kind of worth it. But, for what it's worth, we will have DNs coming out here probably tonight, and I'll do a stream for it. But that was my spin on overalls, on the O guard, O tackle spin, compass stuff, and then even going into some Hall of Fame content. I would go with Darrelle Revis or DeMarcus Ware because I think their stats really truly are great. And the last thing I will really say is for the special stream that is coming out on the 14th, I'm still debating if I should stream over them. Even though it might get less views, I still think that it will be worth it and just more fun to be in my stream. You can still watch both streams, just have like 2 devices open or, have your computer on, whatever. I just feel like it'll be more fun than just sitting there watching someone just talk about all the stuff. So that info will come soon. Bye, guys. Take care. Peace.